quick. We'll start with Josh, go alphabetically, and just ask them if they've got any of their teachers that they have not yet seen on the meeting to maybe call out your name and make sure that you're not here before we count you as absent. So Josh, we'll start with you, take your attendance, and then bring you up there.
I got to come out of the greenhouse for a minute. All right. Dixie McCarty, that's the only one that I'm missing. There is a phone that's logged in that I'm hoping or thinking that might be her, but Dixie, if you're out there, if you can shoot me a private message or something, let me know that you're logged in. I haven't seen you. Other than that, technical update-wise, I sent out plan invoices today. I'm planning to have a pickup here at our office for Area 2 for those schools that did that. It'll probably be on Wednesday of that week, which I think will be the 16th of September. For you guys, I'll drop off the Area 1s in a couple of locations along the interstate on the way home. I will be sending out probably tomorrow or maybe first of next week the Davis Floral Holiday plant orders that they've done for us the past few years. It's just been a good option for a lot of teachers as more of a fundraiser. Those of you that don't want to try the poinsettias in your own greenhouse, you can go ahead and buy them straight from Davis, and they do a really good job growing those things and getting them in your hands. So that information will probably be coming out in the next day or two. One thing with the CD protocols that I just happened to notice today that maybe I haven't even caught until now, it says multiple choice for the plan ID, and it kind of is, but basically you will have to provide your students with the plan ID list that I normally provide you at the contest, as they will have to type in the number. So they will see multiple views of the plant, and if they think that plant is a Glossy Abelia and that's plant number 101, then they're going to type in 101 for that answer. So it's not the A, B, C, D multiple choice. You're actually going to type in the plant number, so those students will need to be have access to that plant list. So you need to go ahead and be thinking about that. It's not till December. You got plenty of time. You can mail it to them if you have to, but be sure that your kids have a copy of that plant list for those two events, for nursery and for floriculture. Other than that, if you need me, I've got several schools that have said they want me to come check out some greenhouses that may have been neglected due to COVID. So I will be out traveling around the next few weeks trying to help you with getting greenhouses back up and running, those that need the help. So if you need anything else, let me know. All right, Mr. Bell, if you want to come on now and check your attendance and give your updates.
All right, I'm good on attendance. Thanks to all the teachers for logging in and letting me know where you were. Appreciate that very much. I don't have a lot, just to tell you that you know, obviously all our mechanics contests are scheduled for the spring in the hopes that we can go live with them, and I really, really hope that happens. I think mechanics would pose some pretty difficult challenges to do virtually. So with that said, we're going to assume that they'll be conducted this spring. You can go to the Ag Ed website and go to the FFA and career development events, pull up Ag Mechanics, and you can get the description for this year's career development event. It's going to be very, very similar to last year's because we were not able to hold the state event. So rather than reinvent the wheel, we're just sort of keeping last year's format with some minor tweaks on the welding, etc. Of course, they will not have the exact same wiring problem. But as far as the type of skill for small engines and for the team activity, that's not going to change that much. Same thing I think is going to happen with the Ag Technology and Equipment ID for the younger folks, 9th grade and middle school. Just be looking for those descriptions online. We will be posting a speech demonstration very soon, if not tomorrow, first of next week, for the EMC wiring contest as well. So that, you know, you're going to have an extended period of time to prepare for EMC in the event that we get to do that event live. Even if we don't get to do that event live, I think we may try to handle a speech demonstration sort of like we're looking at handling the prepared public speaking, creed speaking, etc. So you'll still need that information out there. Tractor driving, we'll be using John Deere tractors again. Rather than the little small compact like we had last year, I think we'll be using a little larger tractor with the John Deere, providing we get to do that. Of course, on lawnmower, we'll be using Exmark zero turn and the middle school mower will be the Poulan Pro lawnmower that we have here. So if I can help you anyway, there's some, stuff that's been developed for you virtually, online. People ask me, what am I going to do virtual if I have welding? And I jokingly say to get a can of Cheese Whiz and some crackers and have kids, weld joints with that. Josh said no. Josh said a better option would be to get you a can of icing and graham crackers and do lap joints, T-joints, butt joints, because he likes sweet chocolate and that kind of stuff. So I wish I had a good idea on what to do with welding. If you've got some ideas or some virtual activities that you feel like you would be willing to share, let me know. We'll give you full credit for it. The whole thing here is just try to help one another out. All right, that's all I got. So I believe the next one here would be Mr. Benson. So take it away, Mr. Benson.
Great. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to report that my group of teachers are 100% here. I want to thank everybody for jumping on in a timely manner. I don't have much to say. I do want to just touch on the number of jackpot shows and the upcoming Georgia National Fair and state shows. I've been to a number of the jackpot shows that have happened through the fall. I appreciate the efforts of the organizations and the schools that they're trying to follow the COVID protocol, putting things in place to have a healthy and safe environment. Those schools have done a great job. Unfortunately, as I look around the shows and the environments there, it's probably the exhibitors and the families and the spectators that really, I think, need to follow those guidelines and follow the suggestions there by usually the announcers at the show, to social distance, wear your mask when you're not in the show ring, and all those kinds of things. We've been really fortunate to have livestock shows. We're extremely fortunate they're going to continue, and that we're going to have a Georgia National Fair at this point. And I'm going to say with no promises there, because things can always change, that. I have sent out the guidelines from Georgia National Fair to all of you, the protocol, and make sure as you prepare for that, that you fill out the waiver forms and have those ready to go. So we're excited to finish out the show season. So good luck with that. The schedule that I sent you from Philip Gentry at the Georgia National Fair we're really lucky that it's very much the way it has been. There is a slight change, though, that the lambs, the market lambs, and the goats, they're going to be housed in the horse barns again, like in February. They'll be shown in Purdue, like in February, and then the hogs will be back in the upper and lower barns and using the South Arena on the second weekend. The one other thing I noticed on that schedule is that there is an open, the Open Junior Dairy Show is going to be in conjunction with the Commercial Dairy Heifer Show on that weekend, the first weekend. So those are just some minor changes. And so we're going to move forward and just expect to have a great event. All you ag teachers that have projects, do your best to get out there and see your students' projects. Make sure all those things that that need to be in place, like tattoos, state tags, registration papers, are all in place so that you have an easy fair without any kind of upsetting factors that can kind of rock somebody's world. So good luck to you all. Call me if you need me.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's good to see all of you, at least on the virtual platform. All my teachers are accounted for, so I appreciate all of you being on here. Just a few things I wanted to go over and touch base with. Ag sales is usually in the fall, but of course not this year. The product will be coming out soon. It is set and ready to go, so just be looking for that if you want to start working with your kids in this first semester while you might have them in class. Also, just pay attention to the calendar. When you look at the January slate, forestry and land judging are on the same day on a Saturday. It's going to be a region contest. So if you want to start working with your kids now, that would probably be a good idea, and get your kids set. That way you have kids to compete in both events if if you are kind of forestry based and want to get both of those events in. So just kind of be aware of those things. I'm also here in a second going to post some stuff in a couple of links in the chat regarding to QBank information, just to kind of help you guys maybe look at some stuff just to see how it looks from the student side that Ms. Steinkamp sent for us from Mr. Weheit, who sets up QBank. So if you got any questions, just let us know, and thanks again. See you guys.
All right. Well, that's great. I appreciate it. Looks like we got everybody here. I mean, we got everybody checked on. So I appreciate that. Man, that's just great news. And I know that's kind of a good reflection of y'all's professionalism, and I thank you for that.